Okay, hi guys. I'm making this video to talk about the catheter ablation that I had done today. I just left the hospital about 2 hours ago for SVT, and I figured I'd make a video because of the fact that a lot of people deal with this, and it's becoming something that more people are becoming aware of and being treated for, but there's still not a whole lot of videos out about it. So I decided to make one so that maybe possibly I could bring someone else comfort, just like I watched many other videos and they really helped me with what I really helped me leading up to having the procedure done. So just a little background history. I didn't know that I had SVT. It started about a month ago, where I woke up in the middle of the night one night to use the restroom and felt my heart was palpitating like really fast. And being the panicky person that I used to be, trying not to be anymore, I woke my husband up and was kind of freaking out. And after about 20-30 minutes, when it didn't stop, I asked him to take me to the emergency room. And pretty much from there it was like a reoccurring thing. I had to go to the emergency room 3 times after that, to get them to give me some medicine to bring it down. And I didn't have to have the medicine that like stops your heart or anything. I thank God that it didn't get that high, but they had to do a lot of the vagal maneuvers and things like that. So I decided to go ahead and go through with the procedure because I just wanted my life to go back to normal, because it was like all of a sudden it started affecting my everyday activities, my job, because I'm only 24 and I'm a jewelry consultant, and working with jewelry you have to do a lot of like running back and forth and things like that. So it was like my heart would get like really excited just doing everyday activities. So really just wanted to see if this would help in any way. So I had to wear the monitor for about 30 days. I still have it now. I should be getting ready to send it back in a few days. And so based on having the monitor, my doctor said that he noticed 2 different rhythms going on. And so today I finally went into the hospital, and just like everybody else, I know that you're going to be scared, you're going to be anxious, you're going to be really worried. But let me just tell you that just like everybody else says, it's really nothing to worry about. It's very simple. Everybody is very professional, very nice, and it's gonna feel like you're in there for all of 10 minutes, even though mine was 2 hours. But it seriously felt like I was in there for 10 minutes. They brought me in there, and next thing you know, they were bringing me out. And so I had to go to the hospital at 10 o'clock and get admitted and checked in and everything. They did take my blood, and then they will bring you down to the cath lab, and what they'll do is they'll have you change your clothes, and they'll give you some nice warm non-slip socks, and they have you put your gown on, and lay in your bed, and then they will start you on an IV, and hopefully you have a better experience than I do, because my veins are pretty bruised from having gone to the emergency room so many times and getting IVs that they had to prick me about like 5 times just to get the IV. Like, they pricked me on my hand and this arm and my other arm and my other hand about 2 times. And finally, the last one, she was like, this is my last try and it's gonna work. And, I was like, yes, because I did not want them to have to stick it in a very unfavorable place. So they finally got it in my hand and I was so excited. And then after that, they take you into the procedure room. And one thing I did hear on a lot of videos is people say that like when you go into the procedure room, because there's so many monitors, there's like a whole bunch of monitors, that like it can kind of freak you out. But I mean, I don't know what other hospitals look like, but the one that I went to, I mean, it's the same setup, but honestly, I didn't have any anxiety about the way that the room looked. It was like, I actually liked that it was, smaller, more closed in, and, it just looked like a regular room. It didn't look anything like an operating room. It didn't look like, it's just they have the bed and they have the screens right next to it on your left, and they all show pictures of like your hearts, your heartbeat, your heart rate, and each area of your heart, how it's beating, how it's working. Then they have this x-ray machine that's on the top over your head, and they'll bring it down to like around like by your stomach, and that just, it's like a GPS system. It just takes photos of everything, so that they can see where they're at, and how everything's working. They do stick like a ton of stickers on you. Like, they're gonna stick defibrillators on your back. They're gonna stick, like, I mean, I had stickers galore everywhere. Like, it took her probably about like 15-20 minutes to hook all the stickers and the wires up and put everything on me. And then after that, after they get all the stickers on you and everything hooked up to the monitor and everything like that, what they'll do is go in and make sure that your groin area is shaved. And I already knew that I had to be shaved, so I did that anyways, because I didn't want anybody to have to do that. And so, but if you don't, they will do it for you. So, yeah, so then they will go ahead and, the doctor will explain everything to you, what he's going to do, what he's looking for, and the catheters that he's going to use, and things like that. So then after that, they just basically start prepping everything. And then, and see, me personally, I asked to stay awake. Like, you can be put under if you want to, but I didn't want that. I wanted to stay awake. So they give you a nice little cocktail, and it pretty much, it doesn't make you feel groggy. It just makes you feel really sleepy. Like, it did for me anyways. Like, I was just like, felt really good. I was just sleepy and happy and just laughing and talking to the nurses and doctors and everything. And then, now the only thing that I did feel was when they clean your groin area really good, and then they take of course a needle just like they would at the dentist, and they have to administer the numbing agent. So they do poke you in your groin with this really long needle, and that stung. Yes, it did. But I mean, other people don't complain about it. They say they don't feel it, but I felt it. And it was stinging a little bit. So poked me a couple times, and I was a trooper about that. And then after he did that and numbed it is basically when I guess they went in, I did not feel that at all. And then pretty much from there, I was kind of like, from that point, I was kind of like in and out of like sleep, like I was sleeping a little bit, and then the only thing I do kind of remember is like I could feel them pacing my heart. I could feel it, and it didn't feel like it feels like a normal, like when you're having a normal SVT, like I just felt it, so it kind of like woke me up out of my little light sleep. And it was funny because when they put the adrenaline in, because if they can get it to go on its own, then they might not use the adrenaline, but if not, then they'll pump you with adrenaline to get it to start going. And I when I felt that, I could feel like my side twitching a little bit from the adrenaline. So I woke up out of my sleep and I was like, "Who did that? Like, are you doing that?" And then I like went right back to sleep. It was funny. I don't even remember if they responded to me, but it was funny. And then so pretty much after that, it felt like literally they just were done and they wheeled me out. Mine was about 2 hours, or 2.5 hours, like I said. I got to the hospital at 10. My procedure was at 12. It started a little bit after that because they forgot to do some things with my blood work. So I had to wait on that. But other than that, yeah, it started like a little after 12. And then they wheel you out, and they're supposed to take you up to a recovery room, but the hospital was like really packed, so they didn't end up getting me a recovery room. I just stayed right there in the cath lab in my bed, and my husband stayed with me, and so that was pretty much it. And I didn't feel groggy. I didn't feel, to be honest, the whole day I really didn't have a whole lot of anxiety. Like, I wasn't scared. I mean, I was nervous, but like I was just really like ready to get in there and get it done. And I really know that it's by the grace of God. Like, I'm telling you, because I just put all my concerns and everything in his hands. And so I just was like trusting him, and I knew he was with me, so I wasn't scared like at all. I did get nervous like a little bit, like waiting for the anticipation for them to take me back there. But once I got back there, like I was just talking to the nurses and the doctors and just having a good old time. And they're putting the stickers on me and everything. Now, the one thing that I did get nervous about again was I thought I was going to feel him put the catheters in, and so that was like making me nervous. I was like, oh, I really don't want to feel that, but I didn't, so that was nice. And but the thing with me is that, and I thank God that they actually didn't have to burn anything, because my heart, the electrical system is normal actually, so it's not actually faulty. It's not extra pathways. It's not anything like that that's causing my SVT. It's something else. So I'm very grateful to God for that. That I actually didn't have to have anything burned. So but it was nice to have the procedure done and know that I did not have to have anything burned. So unfortunately, I can't tell you guys what that part is like, because I didn't have to have it done. But so now, so then after the procedure, you stay in your bed and lay flat for about 3 to 4 hours to make sure that the incisions in your groin close up and that they're not bleeding or anything. And then after that, they bring you food. I had a turkey sandwich, and I didn't eat my potato chips, but and then you just pretty much lay there, and they come every maybe 30-40 minutes and check your bandages and make sure that like I said, you're not having any bleeding. They ask you how you feel, do you want anything, things like that. So, and, you know, they had me on the monitor. Now, when I came out, obviously, since I didn't have any burning, you know, my heart rate started getting a little high again. So I did my breathing techniques and got it to come down. And then they gave me some medicine to bring it down because the doctor switched my medicine. So I was on metoprolol and for a month. And now I'm on like 20 milligrams of Niadid, or so they haven't really had a chance to really look into it. So they gave me one tablet of that to start today. So I did that, and then that pretty much like you know, normalized my heart rate and everything. So that was good. And then after that, they get you up, and you know, when they're getting ready to discharge you, they got me up, and you know, she had me you know, walk to the bathroom and change my clothes and everything like that. And then they will put you in a wheelchair and wheel you out of the hospital, and you know, that's pretty much it. So it's very simple procedure. It's you know, like I said, the most nervous I got was just the anticipation leading up to it, like just having to sit around and, you know, wait for them to come get you and things like that. You know, your anxiety can start to build a little bit or whatever, but the more I talked to the nurses, the more I laughed and joked and giggled and, you know, was in really good spirits and, you know, just prayed and things like that. You know, I wasn't, you know, worried. I wasn't, you know, scared. So, you know, just know that, you know, you're not the only one. Just know that, you know, you're going to be fine. And, you know, these people are professionals. You know, definitely go with a doctor that you trust, though, definitely, because don't go with one that just wants to go in there poking around and burning things and things like that, because that's not cool. And you don't need that, because you don't want to end up having to get a pacemaker because they burn areas that they're not supposed to burn. So, you know, definitely go with a doctor that is really not going to do more than they have to, and not going to do anything if they don't have to. Okay, so know that. Go with a doctor that is, you know, knows what they're looking for. If they find it, great. If not, then they're not just poking and, you know, prodding and things like that. Okay, so it's definitely very important to find a cardiologist or an EP specialist that, you know, you trust. And, you know, it's okay to get a second opinion if you need one, or, you know, anything like that. So you know, that's important, because I love my doctor. He's awesome. So, you know, and he had always told me from the beginning, you know, you get a second opinion if someone tells you that they just want to go in there and start burning or whatever. And he was like, if I was to say that, you need to leave here right now. So, you know, he's great. He's so, you know, like I said, I just thank God, I praise God that, you know, I'm healthy, I'm healed, and yes, you know, we're gonna keep looking. I have to follow up in 1 or 2 weeks and see, you know, what might be causing the rapid heartbeats. But, you know, I trust and believe and know that I'm healed. So, you know, I hope that, you know, you can do the same, and just know that, you know, because you don't have to, you know, be a prisoner, you know, to SVT, because I know how it can feel, like, you know, to feel like you have to keep your phone on you all the time, to feel like you have to keep your medication in your pocket at all times in case, you know, you have an episode or, you know, something like that. Like, you know, you feel like you can't go anywhere because you have to know where the nearest hospital is at and things like that, you know. So trust and believe that the same concerns and worries that you have, I share, or you know, and we all have things like that. So, you know, it's natural, it's normal, but, you know, just trust, you know, that that the Lord has your best interests at heart, and he sees the bigger picture. And so, you know, he's gonna protect you, and, you know, it's all gonna work out. So, you know, that's my testimony. That's my story with SVT and the whole catheter ablation that I didn't get procedure. So hope this video helps. I hope it, you know, encouraged someone. I hope it, you know, it made you laugh. I know I'm not that funny, but maybe, you know, and if you have any questions or, you know, concerns or anything, feel free to leave a comment, okay? Take care. God bless. And I hope healing and divine health and prosperity for all of you, okay?